so you're not going to get it.
Nice move inside, Ruby. Nice pass.
Davis on the inside.
The corner free throw line jumper around the rim and out. And there to right by Love.
Anthony saw that coming.
Jameer pull up three. And Boogie hammers it on the run. In the league that's better at that than Boogie Cousins. Got back to the right hand, didn't he?
And made one before that. Oh my! Chris Paul! Above the rim!
He didn't just dunk, he dunked on Dwight Howard.
Out they come quickly down to Paul. Paul, that'll count if it goes.
It's a bail, and he refused to do it.
And here's Paul taking in.
Here comes the pick and roll. Chris Paul will shake and bake. Got another one.
Okay, you're going to see him now. He comes right down the middle. Right there. In the area of his Achilles.
YouTube, we are back, this time on NBA 2K18, and in this video, as you can tell from the intro, I put prime Chris Paul on the 2K18 Pelicans. Before we get into it, make sure you guys leave a like on the video and hit the subscribe button. I'd like to thank everyone for 255 subscribers. Just over 2 weeks ago we hit 200, so I really appreciate all the support, and I'm gonna have a lot more 2K content out now that 2K25 is about to drop, because I've been releasing a lot of other content like Dead by Daylight, which I will still do, but I know that the majority of my subscribers like 2K content, and trust me, there is going to be a lot of 2K content coming out very soon. But without further ado, let's get into it. This team was unfortunately one of the biggest disasters of this season, and it wasn't even anyone's fault really. DeMarcus Cousins just got injured. He was coming off a 27-11 season with almost 5 assists, a steal, and a block. Bro, he was a monster in the paint. Multiple seasons averaging over 20 and almost 12 rebounds a game. It's crazy what injuries can do to a career. So for this video, I put Drew Holiday at the 2 because I figured that he would probably start still at the 2. I don't think they'd put him off the bench. I think they'd have Rondo off the bench. If we take a look here, we got Chris Paul, Drew Holiday, Quincy Pondexter, which is definitely the weak link of this starting lineup. I mean, all jokes aside, he wasn't horrible. It's just he wasn't a notable name. You know, he was a decent shooter. I remember that at least. Yeah, coming off 37%, 36% for his career. AD at the 4, obviously. He's just coming off a 28-12 season. He's had New Orleans on his back for the past 5 years. And then DeMarcus Cousins, like we mentioned before. Crazy. We have 2 Chris Pauls in this team. We got Etuan Moore, Ian Clark, Jordan Crawford. No one else too notable, Frank Jackson, but he's a rookie. We're gonna see what the Pelican season would have looked like, not only if DeMarcus Cousins never got injured, but if they had Chris Paul, the New Orleans legend, as their starting point guard. I have them all on 3-year deals. We're gonna see how the first 3 years go. If they re-sign more than 2 of them, then I'm definitely gonna keep going. And to cap off the 2018 season, we got Steph Curry winning the MVP, 32 points, 4.5 rebounds, 8 assists basically, almost 3 steals a game on 51, 45, 91 shooting splits. He also has right knee tendonitis for 6 to 8 weeks. That is not good. We got Markelle Fultz winning the Rookie of the Year. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and almost a block. 46, 37, and 74 shooting splits, 37% from 3 as a rookie. Markelle Fultz. It's kind of crazy. He's also injured, severe left ankle sprain for 6 to 8 weeks. We got the 6th man of the year, Rudy Gay. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and almost a block. 48, 35, 88 shooting splits. In this season, he didn't tear his Achilles. I believe it was this season. Maybe it was the season before this. I don't know. I can't really remember. But I know he tore his Achilles. It really affected his athleticism. We got Andre Drummond winning DPOY, 17 and 14 with 2 steals and almost 2 blocks. 38% from the free throw line though. Damn. Actually, that is Andre Drummond for you. Wow, we got Jerian Grant winning MIP. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal. 42, 36, and 87 shooting splits. This is Jeremy Grant's brother, I think. Good for him though. And the Warriors went 64 and 18. Okay. We got DeMarcus Cousins on the All-NBA first team. He put up 25 and 11 with 5 assists, almost 2 steals, and a block and a half. 37% from 3 as well. We also had AD on the All-NBA second team. 21 points, 11 and a half rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. AD on the all-defensive first team as well. And Chris Paul on the all-defensive second team. He put up 16 points, 4.5 rebounds, 8 assists, 2.5 steals on really good shooting splits. But he has a right foot stress fracture for 2 to 4 weeks going into the playoffs, which could pose a pretty big problem. But still, all-defensive second team. Again, the Pelicans got the 3rd seed, and they faced the 6th seed Utah Jazz with Rudy Gobert, Ricky Rubio, Rodney Hood, Joe Ingles, Derek Favors, a rookie Donovan Mitchell, and Joe Johnson. This team has a lot of depth, but they don't really have like a star scorer yet, because Donovan Mitchell in real life was their star scorer, but in this game, he's only 77, and he only put up 11 points a game, so who knows, maybe he will be, but this is the same team that knocked out the Oklahoma City Big Three, which I might do a video on in the future in this game. Alright, game 1 goes to the Jazz. AD put up 21, Rodney Hood with 17. Balanced scoring from everyone. It was only a 3-point game. Game 2 goes to the Pelicans. AD with 30 and 11. Drew Holiday with 24, 4 for 4 from 3, 7 for 11. Amazing efficiency from both. DeMarcus Cousins, 18, 8 and 8 with 4 steals, but horrendous efficiency. Game 3 goes to the Pelicans as well. Rodney Hood with 15, 7 and 6, but AD with 36 and 19 with 6 assists and 4 blocks, but 7 turnovers. Drew Holiday with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Now game 4 goes to the Jazz. They answer. Oh my goodness. They don't have a star scorer, my ass. Rudy Gobert put up 31 and 18. Joe Ingles had 20 points. Donovan Mitchell with 18. They shot 45 free throws that game. Couple more, I would have thought Joel Embiid was on that team. Series is now tied 2-2. Game 5 goes to the Jazz. AD put up 28 and 13. DeMarcus Cousins 22 and 10. But Derek Favors with 20 points. Rodney Hood with 19. Wow, Gobert with 12 and 14 with 5 blocks. And now on the verge of elimination, the Jazz are up 3-2 in this series. Will the Pelicans stay alive? And now we sub in. The Pelicans are up by 3 with 48 seconds left, facing elimination. Donovan Mitchell now kicks it down to Gobert, who's guarded by Omer Asik, and the post hook is no good. Rudy Gobert misses it. They get it up to Drew Holiday, who finds Solomon Hill for the layup, and the Pelicans are up by 5. Wait, what was the call? Illegal screen on Rudy Gobert. He sold the game. No way. And now Chris Paul gets fouled and will go to the line. Chris Paul's first free throw goes. Okay. And the second free throw front rims, and Joe Ingles will call a timeout. Gobert on the rebound. They need a very quick 3 here. If they can't get anything going, I think the game's over. Joe Ingles now driving in to Derek Favors' layup, and it goes. Oh, Rodney Hood fouled out. He had 20 points. That's actually kind of huge. Now Drew Holiday's first free throw, and it goes in. Okay, I think that might do it. And that will do it. Joe Ingles had 23 points, 4 for 5 from 3. Rodney Hood fouled out with 20 points. Drew Holiday, 34, 6 and 8 on 11 for 17, 7 for 8 from 3. DeMarcus Cousins fouled out, 17, 15 and 6 with 5 steals. Anthony Davis, wait a minute. No way. Hyperextended left elbow for Anthony Davis. He played 8 minutes. That's devastating. Well, AD and Chris Paul are both injured for 1 to 2 weeks, so I'm pretty sure this season's chalked. I mean, unless somehow this team can pull through, but oh my gosh, this team. Oh, DeMarcus Cousins clutches up in game 7, 31, 16 and 10. Drew Holiday 21 and 8 on really good efficiency as well. Jordan Crawford 16 points on 6 for 11, 3 for 7. Man, this dude turned back the clock. And with that, the Pelicans advance after beating the Jazz in 7 to face the 7th seed Minnesota Timberwolves, who actually swept Melo, Westbrook, and Paul George in the first round. Oh my god, Westbrook shot 7 for 29, bro. What? I think I found their problem. Game 1 goes to the Timberwolves. Drew Holiday with 25, but AD and Chris Paul are still injured, so if they can hold on until they come back, they might have a chance. Andrew Wiggins with 26, Jimmy Butler with 23, Cat with 22 and 13, Jamal Crawford with 18, 7 and 6. I forgot how good this team was back then. Game 2 goes to the Timberwolves again. Andrew Wiggins with 21, Jimmy Butler with 19 and 7, Drew Holiday with 24, 7 and 6, DeMarcus Cousins with 21 and 7, but once again they fall short to the Timberwolves. Game 3 goes to the Timberwolves once again. Andrew Wiggins with 20 points and 7 rebounds, Taj Gibson with 18 and 8, Jamal Crawford with 17, Cat with 16 and 11, Jeff Teague with 12 and 10. Yeah. Oh, okay, Chris Paul's day-to-day now, so he might be back for the next game, and he's not. Okay, well, yeah, they got blown the fuck out. Okay, Cousins with 20 and 13, 6 assists, but yeah, I don't know. Towns with 29 and 17. And with that, but the Timberwolves are still undefeated in the playoffs as the 7th seed, by the way. And the Rockets actually beat the Warriors. Harden's averaging 33 a game, kind of like real life. Actually, didn't he average like 36 in real life in this season, or was that the next year? I can't remember. Oh my gosh, the Timberwolves won the title. Jimmy Butler winning the Finals MVP, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. The Timberwolves lost 2 games that entire playoff run. They swept in the conference finals again. That's insane. And they only lost 2 games to the Cavs with Isaiah Thomas. Obviously, they got LeBron James, and they also, I guess they must have traded for Darrell Arthur and Kenneth Faried. Who did they give up? They traded J.R. Smith back to Denver, and they traded Richard Jefferson as well. Okay, so the draft lottery, the Grizzlies get the 1st pick, followed by the Hawks and the Pacers. And the Pelicans get the 24th pick. Oh, wait. Oh, the Celtics traded for the 1st pick? They traded Marcus Morris, and they traded the Nets number 4 pick. Well, who did they pick? I don't have any draft classes for this, but the Celtics pick Keon Mitchell, the 6'7" shooting guard. All right. And now the Hornets traded for the 2nd pick. Okay. Oh my gosh. They trade Kemba Walker and Wesley Owundu to the Hawks for Chandler Parsons and the 2nd pick. Sebastian Vincent, 7-foot big man. Okay. Are you serious? 72 overall? Now with the 3rd pick, the Pacers select Gilbert Wooden, the 6'9" small forward. Okay, he's a 74 overall. Oh, an A 3-pointer. Okay, yo, this draft class was booty, bro. Their best overall was a 74. No generational talents here, but the Pelicans do select Charlie Nelson, the 6'9" small forward shooting guard. He's laterally quick. He can make layups and get steals, and he's expressive. Okay, so everyone's obviously still on the team, but now Frank Jackson, holy shit, +5 overall. Progression, it goes crazy. They also now have Lance Stevenson once again. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he was here during the 2017 season, and then they traded him back to Indiana, but he's back on the team. Also, they traded for Matthew Dellavedova last year. And Glenn Robinson III's now on the team. He's a great dunker in this game, I know that much. They don't really have much depth, to be honest. And now to cap off the 2019 season, we got Russ winning the MVP, 26, 11, and 9. 2 steals as well. He shot 46, 33, and 86% shooting splits, which is actually pretty solid. We got Donald Rodman, 9 points, 7 assists, rookie of the year. He had those Dennis Rodman shooting splits, but 1 rebound a game. Dennis Schroeder wins the 6th man, 17.5 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Pretty good shooting splits as well. Rudy Gobert, DPOY, 17 and 14, almost a steal, and almost 3 blocks a game. Luke Kennard, MIP, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 39% from 3. Crispy Flakes will go crazy. We got DeMarcus Cousins on the All-NBA first team, 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Anthony Davis on the All-NBA second team, 23 and 11, 2 blocks as well. 36% from 3 too. Holy shit. Chris Paul, no All-NBA team, but an All-Defensive second team once again. 16 points, 4.5 rebounds, 10 assists this time, 2 steals. Really, really good shooting splits, 50-40-90 club. And Frank Jackson, All-Rookie first team. I guess he didn't play it all the season before, so he's a rookie this year. 7 points, 2 assists. Pretty good shooting splits too for a rookie. And the Pelicans, they win the 3rd seed again against the 6th seed Blazers now. They obviously still have Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Yusuf Nurkic, Allen Williams, who's a 79 overall, and Norman Powell, a couple years before they had him in real life. They also have John Lure, who's a solid, I remember him being really good in this game for some reason. Mo Harkless is still there. Obviously, Caleb Swanigan as well. He's a 76 overall, God rest his soul. They have a lot of depth on this team. Game 1 goes to the Pelicans. DeMarcus Cousins with 41 and 9, AD with 30 and 10, Chris Paul with 21 and 12. This is the first time we've seen all 3 of them play together in a playoff game, and so far it's looking amazing. Game 2 goes to the Pelicans as well. AD with 34 and 17, DeMarcus Cousins with 28 and 12, Drew Holiday with 20 and 8, Chris Paul 9 points only, but 14 assists. Game 3 goes to the Trailblazers. Lillard with 34, McCollum with 33. Caleb Swanigan with 16 as well off the bench. 4 blocks as well, holy shit. Cousins with 29 and 8. Holiday with 28, 5 and 8. Chris Paul with 10 and 15, 5 rebounds as well. AD 17, wait, he got injured. Right hand fracture, 2 to 4 weeks. Even back then, he was made of glass. Ugh. They're still doing their thing, though. Hopefully, they can pull through. Game 4 goes to the Trailblazers, and they tie the series at 2. McCollum with 22, Lillard with 20, Nurkic with 15 and 10, Cousins with 21, Holiday with 19 and 8, Frank Jackson, 17 and 6, 15 and 5 for Lance Stevenson, 14 and 7 with 4 steals for Chris Paul. Mike Scott played 35. Oh, I guess he might be starting now. Put up 8 and 12 on actually actually good efficiency too. That's not bad at all. Game 5 now goes to the Pelicans. They pulled through, and DeMarcus Cousins with 22, 12, and 8. Drew Holiday with 21 and 10. Chris Paul with 19 and 10 with the double-double. Great efficiency as well. Mike Scott with 15 and 7. Amazing efficiency. This is what you want from your backups. Lance Stevenson 15, 7, and 6. Frank Jackson with 15. They had amazing depth scoring this game. They shot really efficient from the field and from 3. This is like a really good game, and it was a blowout too, a 34-point win. And now the Pelicans can eliminate the Blazers in the first round with a win here. Will they get it done? And they don't. The Trailblazers stay in it. CJ with 27, Lillard with 22 and 10, Norman Powell with 18, Cousins with 36 and 12, Chris Paul with 17 and 10. The Blazers force a game 7. And with that, the Pelicans advance, led by Mike Scott's 18 and 8. This dude has been showing out for the Pelicans, man. He averaged 0.4 points on the season, but he's doing really good in the playoffs. 10 points, 6 rebounds, 58, 47, and 100% shooting splits. This dude has been perfect as a backup. He has been called up, and he's showing up in the absence of AD. But now the Pelicans face the 7th seed Grizzlies. We all know what happened last time they faced the 7th seed in the second round. Game 1 goes to the Grizzlies. Austin Rivers leading the way with 19. Marc Gasol with 18, 6, and 5. Shabazz Muhammad with 17. Where is this team, man? They don't have... Mike Conley's injured for the season, left knee tendonitis. They just beat us with Austin Rivers and Marc Gasol. I mean, I can see Marc Gasol, but like Austin Rivers. Game 2 goes to the Grizzlies again. Mike Scott with 19. There's no reason why he should be leading. We have Chris Paul, DeMarcus Cousins. Oh, I guess Cousins fouled out in 25 minutes, but still, I don't care, bro. Mike Scott should not be leading this team in scoring, with all due respect to Mike Scott. Marc Gasol 24 and 14. Jerome Higgins, I believe, with 13 points. Austin Rivers with 13. Tyreke Evans with 13. That's tough. Game 3 goes to the Pelicans finally. Tyreke Evans with 18 for the Grizzlies, but Cousins with 18, 12, and 6. Holiday with 15. Chris Paul with 11, 6, and 12. And Mike Scott continues to channel his inner Curry. Almost 60% from the field. This dude's going crazy. Game 4 now, and the Grizzlies take a 3-1 series lead. Gasol almost putting up a triple-double. Jerome Higgins with 15. Cousins with 20 and 10. Holiday with 14. Chris Paul is nowhere to be found. And Mike Scott's taking the second most shots on the team. Well, now facing elimination again in the second round, the Grizzlies can pull off a gentleman's sweep of the win here. Will they get it done, or will the Pelicans stay alive? And with that, the Pelicans are eliminated. They lose by only 1. I guess they ran away at the end, and I don't know. Didn't pause it in time, but Chris Paul 28 points, a little too fucking late. I don't know what he was doing all series, but now he wants to show up when it's too late. DeMarcus Cousins with 17 and 10, he did what he could. Lance Stevenson with 14. Marcus Morris with 19 points on 8 for 8 and 2 for 2, leading the Grizzlies to a second round win. And they face the Jazz, who take down the first seed. Oh, KD got injured, that's why. They still should have won though, come on now. And now the Jazz won the championship. Rudy Gobert, the finals MVP, 16 and 11. They defeated the 7th seed Bucks. And now the draft lottery, the Hawks get the first pick, followed by the Suns and the Mavericks. The Pelicans get the 26th pick. Tom Harper. Okay, 6'6" point guard out of Georgetown. Apparently that dude doesn't like it. Okay, A+3, 82 overall, 20 years old. That's not bad at all. Okay, the second pick, the Suns select. Huh? I don't even know if I should say that. Tugay Ozat. He's a 71 overall power forward, 6'8". Okay, the Bucks trade for the third. Don't tell me they traded Giannis. They traded Chris Middleton to the Mavericks. And now the Bucks with the third pick select Allen Reed, the 6'2" guard out of Wyoming. I guess 73 overall. 23. They got robbed. You said write it down. Milwaukee's gonna be a dynasty. Okay, buddy. Okay. The Pelicans drafted John Nichols, I guess. The 67 overall 23-year-old point guard who's 5'10". What the fuck? Okay, AD got better by 1 overall, 95 now. Cousins stayed the same. Chris Paul's 34, but somehow Drew Holiday goes down in overall. Okay, you know, whatever. Frank Jackson's still going up. Check Diallo is up 3 overalls now. We also pick up Al-Farouq Aminu. He comes back to New Orleans. I mean, he's a good defender. Okay, Wilson Chandler. He goes -4 overalls, which sucks, but I mean, he was a decent scorer for a little while there. And Charlie Nelson goes up 4 overalls. balls. He was the rookie we drafted in 2018. And to cap off the 2020 season, Steph Curry wins his second MVP in 3 years. 33 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Almost 50-40-90. He went 49.6, 46% from 3, and 91% from the line. Tom Harper wins Rookie of the Year, 17, 4 and 4, a steal. 48, 43, and 92. It's low-key a steal for the Hawks. Okay. Kay Felder. I haven't heard of that name in a minute. Cavs legend Kay Felder, 11 points, 4.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Wins the 6th man of the year. The dude's an 86 overall now. He's 5'9", averaging a block. That's kind of crazy. Now we got DeAndre Jordan, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks, winning the DPOY. Kyle Anderson, MIP, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, almost a block. Not really good 3-point percentage, but he still wins the MIP. DeMarcus Cousins, once again, All-NBA first team, 21 and 9, 4.5 assists, a steal and a half, and a block and a half on pretty decent shooting splits. We got Chris Paul on the All-NBA second team, 18 points, 11 assists, 2 steals, really good shooting splits. Chris Paul also All-Defensive first team with his 2 steals. Oh no, bro. AD. Spinal injury for 4 to 6 weeks. He's gone for the first round of the playoffs at the very least. Actually, he's probably gone for the first probably 2.5 rounds of the playoffs. That is, that's devastating. But during the season, the Pelicans traded Drew Holiday away along with Frank Jackson to the Jazz for Rodney Hood and Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay is very overpaid in this, but he's putting up 13 a game. Rodney Hood 14 a game on pretty decent shooting splits at least. But once again, it is up to DeMarcus Cousins and Chris Paul. They have a lot better role players this year, I'll give them that. And we get the 6th seed this time and we face the Clippers. Game 1 goes to the Clippers. Blake Griffin with 25, Lou Williams with 24, Jerian Grant, 20 points, 7 assists, Sam Decker with a double-double. That's kind of crazy. Holy shit, Chris Paul with 25, 6 and 13 with 8 steals against his former team. DeMarcus Cousins with 17, 5 and 5. But the Clippers go up 1-0. Game 2 goes to the Clippers as well. Lou Williams with 19, Patrick Beverley with 15 and 9, Blake Griffin with 14, DeAndre Jordan with 14 but 19 rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds, Cousins with 21 and 14, Chris Paul with 12 and 8 with 4 steals. When your third leading scorer is Bryce Johnson, there's a little bit of an issue with all due respect. Game 3 goes to the Clippers. Rudy Gay leads the way with 21. Chris Paul had 2 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists on 1 for 9 and 0 for 4. DeMarcus Cousins fouled out in 26 minutes. It is not looking good. And now the Clippers can pull off a sweep with a win here. Will they get it done, or can the Pelicans stay alive? I'm starting to think the Pelicans are not going to stay alive. And I was proved wrong. Okay, I'll shut my mouth. My bad. DeMarcus Cousins with 33 and 7. Chris Paul with 21, 5 and 17. 4 steals as well. Rudy Gay with 16. Rodney Hood with 14. Lou Williams with 28 leading the Clippers. Gallinari with 25. Holy. But the Pelicans stay alive to die another day. And once again facing elimination. And the Pelicans are done. And another injury-riddled season leads the Pelicans to fall in the first round. And the Cavs win the NBA championship led by LeBron's 21, 6 and 6 with 3 steals and a block, 18% from 3. Maybe this game was the only game that's realistic, but they sweep the 2nd seed Timberwolves, who actually beat the healthy Warriors, the fully healthy Warriors, in 7. Now the draft lottery, the Bulls get the first pick followed by the Suns and Mavericks, and the Pelicans drop to the 22nd pick instead of the 26th. Well, shit. Now they're gonna get a 71 overall instead of a 67. Now with the first pick in the 2020 draft, the Bulls select Brendan Bowen. Wasn't that a old Vine account? 75 overall, 6'9", small forward out of Iowa. Now the 2nd pick, the Suns select to join, I think Devin Booker's still there, I don't even know, Garrett Arnold, the 6'9" power forward out of UCLA. Okay. Now the 3rd pick, the Mavericks select Perry Augustine, the 6'7" small forward out of Michigan State. Okay, and with the 27, okay, I was wrong. They got a 70 overall, Miguel Cruz, the 6'3" point guard. Okay, 23 years old again. So we're just drafting 23-year-old rookies, I guess. Well, when you lose Drew Holiday, you can pick up his brother. Justin Holiday was pretty solid for a little bit, you know. He's a decent role player. They also got Dylan Brooks, the shit disturber, and also Pascal Siakam, but before he blossomed into one of the better power forwards in the league. AD is minus -2 overall now. He's at a 93, which is still amazing, but that spinal injury, I guess, took a couple years off his career. Marcus Cousins now 30 years old, 93 overall. Chris Paul is still 92 overall. Rudy Gay, 33 years old, dropping 3 overalls to 77. Oh, it looks like they all signed extensions for 3 years. I guess Cousins signed for 4 years, but still. Now Steph Curry winning back-to-back MVPs and is 3rd in 4 years. 30 points, 4 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 2.5 steals on 51, 46, and 89% shooting splits. Dante House wins the Rookie of the Year, 18 points. He kind of looks like Al Horford a little bit, but he put up 18 points, almost 8 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. Terrible shooting from 3. Dennis Schroeder, 6th Man of the Year again, 14 and 6 off the bench. Rudy Gobert, another DPOY, 14 and 12, also 2 blocks. And D'Angelo Russell wins MIP, 24, 3 and 6 with 2 steals. We got Lonzo on the All-NBA first team. What the hell? 19 points, almost 12 assists. What the hell? This dude, and he's a sniper. Oh, nah, he has a 93 3-pointer. I mean, in real life, his 3 is really good. Not at this point in his career, though. And we got DeMarcus Cousins on the All-NBA first team again. 19 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Ah, Jabari Parker, All-NBA third team. Crazy. We got AD on the All-Defensive team. A high right ankle sprain again. Oh, my God. This has just been horrible. But he put up 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks a game. That's pretty good. Almost a steal. And the Pelicans finished 48 and 34 and got the 5th seed. Now they face the Portland Trailblazers. But once again without Anthony Davis. They got Drew Holiday back? Okay, they just said they did trade backsies. Okay, they just reversed the trade. Wait a minute, what the fuck? DeMar DeRozan got traded to the Mavericks? Oh, and the Pelicans also traded Miguel Cruz to the Bulls for Spates. And Dylan Brooks is injured as well. Great, okay. I mean, he wasn't that good. He was only a 73 in this game, but that's still big though. It's 2 injuries. They got Drew Holiday back though. That's kind of nice. Game 1 goes to the Trailblazers. 37 from McCollum, 25 and 11 for Damian Lillard, 20 points for CJ Miles, the Raptors legend, and DeMarcus Cousins with 21, Chris Paul with 14 and 11, Justin Holiday with 14 and 4, Drew Holiday with 10 and 7. 2 brothers on the same team. Game 2 now goes to the Pelicans. McCollum with 43. Oh my goodness. Cousins with 29 and 13. Justin Holiday with 22. Pascal with 20 and 10 on 10 for 10 shooting. Drew Holiday shot 1 for 8. 10 assists though. I mean, that's not bad. 18 assists for Chris Paul, 5 points. Game 3 now goes to the Trailblazers. Cousins with 25 and 7. Chris Paul with 24 and 13. CJ with 28. Lillard with 22, 6 and 8. Montrezl Harrell with 21 and 11. And the Trailblazers take a 2-1 series lead. Game 4 goes to the Pelicans and they tie the series. DeMarcus Cousins with 43, 8 and 6. Chris Paul with 18, 9 and 13. Rudy Gay with 15. CJ with 31. This dude's going crazy. He's averaging 35 this series on 59, 62, 81 shooting splits. And now the series is tied at 2-2 and game 5 goes to the Trailblazers. McCollum with 21, Lillard with 20 points, 9 assists, Caleb Swanigan with a double-double, Cousins with 21 and 8, Rudy Gay with 18, Chris Paul with 12 and 10, Drew Holiday with 17 and 6 with 3 steals. Now the Pelicans are down 3-2 and they face elimination. But they overcome. Chris Paul with 32 and 11, DeMarcus Cousins with 25, Drew Holiday with 20 points and 6 assists, Lillard with 33, Zach Collins with 17 and 10, Nurkic gets injured and so does Caleb Swanigan. And now game 7 to decide who makes it out of the first round. And now we jump in with 54 seconds left. The Pelicans are up by 2 in a win or go home game 7. Cousins is on the bench, but Chris Paul is out there with Drew Holiday, Check Diallo, Pascal, and Rudy Gay. Okay, 3 on the clock. Holiday, pull up midi. And it's good. Drew Holiday gives the Pelicans a 4-point lead. They're trying to get it to Dame, I think. I would hope so. Or CJ. Either way. They get it to Dame in the corner. Gives it to CJ Miles for 3. And he hits it. It's a 1-point game now. They need to score here and just play defense. Screen up top. Oh, they gave it to Chris Paul, who's post fade over Lillard. And he hits it! 3.5 seconds left, and the Pelicans are up by 3. Chris Paul with the ice in his veins. Now the Blazers series on the line. We know what happens when Dame has the ball here. They get it to... Oh, nah. CJ! He missed it! Oh, okay. Holy shit, that was close. And the Pelicans win in game 7. because of a broken inbound play by the Blazers. CJ had 27, Lillard had 12. He actually shot horrible in game 7, which is kind of rare actually. Chris Paul had 29 and 7, and obviously the dagger. Drew Holiday with 18 and 5, Rudy Gay with 13, and the Pelicans make it out of the first round and they face the first seed Golden State Warriors. Oh shit. Game 1 goes to the Warriors and no one's surprised. Durant with 23, Curry with 20, Chris Paul with 26, but DeMarcus Cousins fouled out in 32 minutes. He was torching him low-key. Actually, no, he wasn't. 5 turnovers, 4 for 12. Never mind, he wasn't torching shit. Game 2 goes to the Warriors again. Clay with 30 points, Durant with 29 and 10, Curry with 17 and 9. They also have Kyle Kuzma, who put up 10 points. Chris Paul with 22 and 13, with 6 steals as well. Really good shooting splits. Rudy Gay with 19, DeMarcus Cousins with 16. Game 3 goes to the Pelicans. Okay, Cousins with 35 and 11, Rudy Gay with 25, Justin Holiday with 13 points. Chris Paul had 9 points but 15 assists. Clay with 25, Steph with 19. Durant was held to 16 and he shot 6 for 15, 1 for 5. Game 4 now goes to the Warriors. Drew Holiday with 21 and 10. DeMarcus Cousins with 19, 12 and 7. Perfect efficiency. He should have shot more though. Chris Paul with 17 and 11. Check Diallo with 16. AD's back. They actually decided to play him. 24 minutes, 14 points. The Pelicans are facing elimination now. They're down 3-1 in this series. Will they stay alive or will they fall short once again? Okay, and the Pelicans stay alive actually. DeMarcus Cousins with 28 and 15, Justin Holiday with 14, Chris Paul with 9 points, 8 rebounds, 15 assists, and 5 steals on 4 for 17. But the Pelicans stay alive, and it is now 3-2 for the Warriors. Once again, it's win or go home for the Pelicans. And the Pelicans are eliminated. AD with 25 and 9. He shot really good for being injured too. Cousins with 21, 8 and 7. Rudy Gay with 14. Chris Paul with 11 and 9. 3 for 10 though. That's terrible. It was close towards the end, but then all of a sudden the Pelicans just couldn't score and the Warriors ran away with it. Oh my gosh, the Warriors just blew a 3-1 lead in the finals. That's the second time they've done that in history. And the Sixers win the championship, led by Ben Simmons, 16, 10, and 7, with a steal as well. That's crazy. This team is actually wild. They got Ben Simmons. They got Chris Bosh as well. What the hell? They signed him? But they got Jahlil Okafor still, Joel Embiid, Markelle Fultz, who's actually been outstanding in this sim, and then obviously Ben Simmons. And now, after the 4th season, this team has been injury-riddled. AD has not been healthy at all, just like in real life, unfortunately. His team was injury-riddled, just like in real life. Surprisingly, though, DeMarcus Cousins was the only one not injury-riddled, and he actually did really good. What could have been in real life, though, man, if DeMarcus Cousins didn't get injured? Could they have beaten the Warriors in real life? I don't know. I'm not sure if they could have, but it's definitely possible, though. AD and Cousins was a tough duo in the paint. You couldn't really do much about them. I mean, they didn't have Chris Paul in real life. They had Drew Holiday, which was still solid, but no one's stopping Curry. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. This will probably be the last video like this for a little bit. I'll continue doing them, but it'll be slowed down with the drop of 2K25. And hit that subscribe button. Once again, thank you guys for 255 subscribers. And leave your thoughts in the comments on what you think of the video. And also leave suggestions in the comments too. I'm thinking I might do a 2K16 Bulls in their prime, because I know that team was pretty lethal on paper. But I will see y'all in the next video.